Don't skip this. Don't scroll on by. I need you to pause whatever you're doing right now and listen to me with your whole heart, because I am your God. I sent this message to find you, right here, right now, not by accident, not by some algorithm, not by chance. I guided your eyes to this screen because there's something I've been waiting to tell you, something I couldn't deliver any other way. The enemy's already tried to distract you 3 times today, but I kept this open just for you, so stay with me, read every word. Because what you're about to hear will change how you see the last 7 years of your life. And if you turn away now, the door I'm opening today might not come again with this same strength. I am speaking. Are you listening? I have seen the tears you cried alone in the bathroom, with the water running so no one would hear. I've counted every sigh you let out when you locked your bedroom door and pressed your forehead against the wall in the stillness of the night. I have watched you smile in front of others while your soul was quietly bleeding inside. You learned to swallow your pain so well that even those who say they love you have no idea how broken you truly feel. You carry a weight on your shoulders words can't explain, a weariness that sleep can't heal, a sadness without a name. Some mornings you wake up wondering if it's even worth it, if anyone would notice if you disappeared for a few days, if your prayers are reaching anywhere at all. My child, I want you to know this. I have seen it all, every silent tear, every whispered prayer before dawn. Every moment you held on by a single thread when no one knew how close you were to letting go. I was there. I have always been there. And now, I need to share a truth that will shake the very foundation of everything you've believed about yourself. Your name was spoken in heaven long before you were born. Saint Michael himself, sword aflame in hand, bowed his head when I called your name before the council of angels. I chose you, not because you're perfect, not because you've done everything right, not because your past is clean or your faith flawless. I chose you because of your scars, your falls, your tender heart that still believes, after all that tried to break it. There is a calling on your life you felt for years but couldn't name. That restless stirring in your chest, that quiet knowing you were made for more, that whisper that won't let you settle comfortably anywhere. That's not your imagination. It's the seal of heaven upon your spirit. You are one of the chosen, and the time has come for you to walk boldly in that truth. Now listen closely, because I must explain something that will help you make sense of the battle you've been fighting all these years. The reason your life has been so hard is not because I forgot you. It's because you carry something mighty dangerous in the eyes of the enemy. Darkness recognizes a warrior of light long before the warrior recognizes herself. That's why financial struggles keep returning, why relationships seem to slip through your hands, why those you trusted betrayed you in ways you never expected, why doors slammed shut just when you found the courage to knock. You were not cursed. You were targeted. There's a world of difference between those two. A curse is a sentence. A target is proof you carry something precious enough to be fiercely fought against. The enemy has poured effort into slowing you down, confusing you, making you doubt your worth. Because if you ever fully awaken to who I created you to be, entire generations will be set free through your obedience. That delay you wept over was preparation. That door that closed in your face was my hand pulling you back from a pit you couldn't yet see. That person who left was not your loss. That was my mercy, because I knew exactly what they intended for your spirit in the years to come. That job you didn't get would have surrounded you with people who would have crushed your faith to dust. That relationship that ended in tears would have brought children into a home that would have wounded them in ways echoing for generations. I was not punishing you. I was protecting you. Every no you received was me whispering, not yet, not them, not there. Every rejection was a gentle redirection. Every loss was a layer of armor I was forging on you for what lies ahead. You thought I was silent, but I was working in rooms you couldn't enter, moving pieces you couldn't see, removing people whose names you wouldn't even recognize today if I showed them to you. But here's what the enemy never wanted you to discover, and this is why I must pause for one sacred moment. There is a reason you're being shown the truth about your battles tonight. Heaven has prepared a tool especially for this hour of your life. A servant of mine, guided by Saint Michael himself, was led to write down the 7 sacred swords the archangel wields to cut chains, seal blessings, and awaken the calling of the chosen ones. This is no ordinary book. It is a digital guide revealing the rules of the invisible battle, where you have always been the key piece, even though no one ever told you. The Seven Swords of St. Michael the Archangel is a holy manual that teaches you, step by step, how to activate each spiritual sword against exactly what's attacking your life right now. The link is in the very first comment, pinned at the top of this video. They've tried to silence this message more than once, because it challenges the stories that have kept my children small for far too long. Go now before the enemy distracts you again. Download the guide and leave these exact words in the comments. I am chosen, and I am downloading the digital book. That declaration is an act of faith, and the moment you write it, heaven hears your yes. Come back to me now, for what I'm about to reveal next depends on the promise you just made. Because you said yes, I will speak with even greater clarity. You're about to feel a shift in the spiritual atmosphere surrounding you. In the coming weeks, you will wake one morning with a peace you haven't known in years, a peace without reason, not tied to your circumstances, a peace that will rest on your chest like a warm blanket laid gently by loving hands. You'll receive a phone call you didn't expect, and the voice on the other end will bring news that makes you cover your mouth in wonder. Resources you had given up on will return, sometimes through paths so strange you will know, without a doubt, it could only come from me. A door that's been closed for years will swing open suddenly, and you will walk through without pushing because my angels will be holding it open just for you. A name you haven't heard in a long time will reach out, and through that connection something beautiful will begin. Healing will visit your body. Where there was pain, you will feel warmth. Where there was tightness, you will feel breath filling deeper than before. A diagnosis that once frightened you will be revisited, and the new results will surprise even those who first examined you. Your sleep will deepen, your dreams will grow clearer, and in those dreams, you will begin receiving instructions that, when followed in the morning, will lead you exactly where I want you to be. But to walk into all of this, I need you to let go of something tonight. I need you to stop carrying what was never yours to carry. Lay down your worry about how it will happen. Lay down your need to control the timing. Lay down the question of why it took so long to arrive. I am not asking you to understand, just trust. I'm asking you to trust. Rest now, my child. You fought so hard for so many years that you've nearly forgotten what it means to simply be still and to be deeply loved. Tonight, I'm inviting you into a sacred rest. Close your eyes for just a moment. Take a deep breath and let me carry the burdens you've been dragging behind you. You weren't made to carry exhaustion forever. You were made to flourish, and that flourishing begins the very moment you believe you're safe in my hands. Give me your finances. Give me your family. Give me that person whose name only I know whispered quietly in your heart. Give me that health concern you haven't even spoken aloud to anyone. Surrender it all to me, and watch how I transform the ground you've yielded. As you breathe out that surrender, I want to remind you of something I shared earlier. Because heaven always moves through covenants and confirmations, the 7 swords I revealed through that sacred guide are not mere symbols. Each one carries a specific purpose for what you have just entrusted to me. There's a sword for the financial chains that have followed your bloodline, a sword for the generational wounds passed down through your family, a sword for the person whose name you just whispered to me, and a sword for the body that's weary and the mind that cannot find rest. The digital guide teaches you how to call upon each sword with the right posture, the right words, and the right time of day, because the chosen ones have always moved according to rhythms the world overlooks and the enemy fears. If you haven't downloaded the guide yet, this is your moment. The link is pinned at the top of the comments. They've tried to take it down more than once, but it keeps coming back, because heaven keeps reopening that door for those meant to find it. Write again in the comments, I am chosen and I'm downloading the digital book, because every time you declare it, a layer of doubt falls from your spirit, like dust shaken from a cloth. Now stay with me, for the deepest part of this message is still coming. Listen closely to who you really are. You are not the rejection that marked your childhood. You are not the addiction that tried to bury your purpose. You are not the divorce that broke your heart. You are not the diagnosis that threatened your future. You are not the empty account that humiliated you before those you longed to provide for. You are not the silence of those who should have spoken up for you when you needed a voice in your corner. You are my child, sealed before the foundations of the earth, written into the book of life with ink no enemy in heaven, on earth, or under the earth can erase. You are royalty. You are a priest. You are a watchman for your generation. When you walk into a room, the atmosphere shifts, and many times you don't even notice. People are drawn to you, sometimes for beautiful reasons, and sometimes because they sense what you carry and want to drain it. That's why some friendships have felt heavy, and why some relatives grew distant the moment you began stepping into your calling. They weren't rejecting you personally. They were reacting to the light you started to carry. From this day forward, look in the mirror each morning and say out loud, I am chosen, I am loved, I am sealed, I am protected, I am called. For words aligned with my truth become the very bricks in the house I am rebuilding inside of you. Now let me show you what I already see on the horizon of your life. 3 months from now, I see you sitting at a table you don't yet own, in a room where light streams through a wide window. You're smiling without effort, the kind of smile that springs from deep within, the kind that even surprises you. I see your phone buzzing with news you once only dreamed about in the quiet hours of the night. I see your finances breathing freely, not because the world would call you rich, but because the fear of month's end no longer holds you captive. I see you embracing someone who once hurt you deeply, not because they earned it, but because my grace within you has grown larger than the wound they left. I see a journey, a flight, a road, a destination you can feel stirring in your heart, but cannot yet name. I see you laughing with people who truly love you, people I am still bringing into your life, whose names you have not yet spoken aloud. I see your home becoming an altar where peace dwells and visitors find welcome. I see your body lighter, your sleep deeper, your laughter louder than it's been in a decade. I see your hands lifted in worship without the weight of unanswered prayers, because by then, so many will have been answered that you won't even remember what it felt like to beg. I want to add one more layer to this revelation, because the vision I've given you is not just poetic words carried on the wind. Each scene corresponds to a particular spiritual sword that must be unlocked in the right order and season. The reason so many of my children receive prophecies yet never see them fulfilled is that prophecy without activation is like a seed without water. The 7 swords of St. Michael the Archangel is that activation. It is the manual guiding you through the exact sequence of declarations, postures, gestures, and sacred moments that align prophecy with heaven's work on your personal timeline. The enemy fights this teaching fiercely because it reveals what was hidden in monasteries for centuries, whispered only to a few. The pinned link at the top of the comments is still open for you tonight, but I cannot promise it will remain open every day. Download it now, place it on your phone, on your desk, somewhere you can see it daily. Because the chosen ones who treat this guide as sacred receive results that the merely curious never taste. Write once more in the comments, I am chosen and I am downloading the digital book, and let that declaration be the bridge between vision and manifestation. Now I will seal this message in your spirit. Listen closely to these next words, for they are not empty phrases, they are a covenant established between us tonight. I, your God, declare that from this moment forward, you are entering a new spiritual season. The 7 years of silent crying are drawing to a close. The season of stretching is becoming the season of harvesting. Friendships that no longer fit you will gently fall away without drama. The connections heaven has prepared for you will come with confirmation so clear you will know without a shadow of doubt they come from my hand. Your finances will breathe, your body will be visited, your home will be renewed. Your name will be spoken in rooms where decisions about your life are made, and the words spoken will be good. The enemy will make one final attack before retreating, coming as sudden discouragement 2 or 3 days from now. Recognize it the moment it arrives. Do not entertain it for a single second. Say out loud,